Hello, my name is John Korn. I'm the International Sales Manager for Leidig Systems, Inc. And what they've asked me to do is develop projects, all export projects offshore for bulk material handling in various continents like Africa, for instance. The flour milling industry in Africa, Africa is a big place, so it depends on where you're at. Arab Africa, West Africa, South Africa, East Africa, they all have their own specific challenges. Wages are increasing. What do people want? They want better food. So consequently, that drives that market, and the mills are becoming bigger. The smaller mills, they're bagging the material, putting it on the floor in a flat storage sometimes, but they're all trying to automate and put this in silos to make it a cleaner operation, more automation, less labor functions involved in that process. Automation drives quality, and they will have to provide quality products to a very growing population that's really dynamic. Leidig does vertical silos, and that creates automation. Really, Leidig is consolidating the traditional type of storage of bran into one or two larger silos that you can control your quality and create automation, either to feed a bagging system or loadout trucks, depending on the mill. The traditional fear of handling wheat mids in vertical silos is bridging or erratic flow. We create first in, first out, and that's a quality issue. So when you put something in a silo, you want that product to come out first because you're trying to maintain that quality, because the brand will go to this next step in the process, which is basically a feed mill, and they want to buy quality bran. High humidity affects flow. So when you're building silos to handle a product that is susceptible to moisture, of varying moistures, whether it's in the product itself or the humidity, you have to have a device to be able to dig that material out. This is what Leidig does. We're able to manufacture a machine to put in the bottom of a silo to create a large window of opportunity. What does that mean? If you have 8% meal moisture content or 15%, we're still going to get it out. That gives the client flexibility in upset conditions. Training. We provide our supervisors. They install it with the team. They start it up with their team, meaning that you have a dry startup, no product, wet startup with product. Our supervisors are there performing those functions, but is also training the operators and the maintenance team to take care of that. Couple that with over $6 million of parts inventory to serve our over 14,000 machines in the field and 12 technicians running around the world, helping people start up this equipment. We are well positioned to service that type of client in Africa. So we always ask questions. What are the questions? How much do you want to store? How many days do you want to store? What's your reclaim rate? What's your diagram look like? Are we going to be filling a bagging system? We're going to go to truck loadout. We're going to do recycle here. So we get all those questions lined up, and then we design a system specific to their immediate needs and not hotboxing future potential growth. So that's in the equation as well. So we do a very thorough study before we offer solutions, and they're designed to their goals. It's really interesting with Leidig and the growth of Leidig's customer service departments. We actually have systems now that we can enter our LMI, our control system that has a Siemens or Alumbretta PLC, where we can do review diagnostics remotely and then suggest changes or preventative maintenance, even to the level of predictive maintenance. So that is a very big asset. We can monitor that site, let's say in Cameroon or South Africa, from Mishawaka, Indiana, and help them determine their maintenance schedules. I was told many times the first dollar is the cheapest dollar. I always remember that, because when you invest, let's invest something that'll work for 20, 30, 40-year lifespan. All right, we're not here to provide you a 2 or 3 year solution. So we're always looking at long-term storage and functionality of this equipment. So we're always balancing the immediate need versus the long-term capability of it, and that will drive the return on investment. We stand by our product. If you allow us in on the design phase, we'll guarantee it to work. Now that's an easy slogan, but I've lived that. The lady company stands behind it, identifies the problem, changes and fixes the problem at no cost to you. Africa is a very large continent. It's double the size of the US. There's 54 countries there, lots of different cultures, but it's the growth area of the world, and they need infrastructure projects, they need automation, they need to feed that growing population that is becoming very dynamic in the world, and there's going to be a lot of investment there, and we're positioned well to address those needs from the food side of the business, and would love to support that growth.